Hi everybody, this is one of those videos that I did on my iPhone, so I had to edit quite a bit of the stuff. So we'll be jumping ahead in quite a few. So let's get started. All right, here's the stuff we're going to need. We're going to work on a backing sheet. I am using Super Sculpey Beige, and we are going to make the bodies now. And because I have to edit this, we will probably jump ahead a little bit. And I think the jump is about to come. So make the children's bodies below the parents, but leave that gap so we can put the heads in. All right, now let's add the arms. And we will jump ahead. There we did. Jump ahead. Now we're going to add the heads. And I will jump ahead for that too because I had to cut this video down to less than 15 minutes. So we're going to add the 4 heads. And now you can make this with more than 2 children. Now we're going to jump and we'll have all the heads done. Here we go. And then we're going to make small little balls for the ears. And we'll just put them on. Everybody gets ears except for the dad. He's going to get a hat. Oh, excuse me. So I made this video way back in June and I couldn't figure out what to do with this, the iPhone. But hopefully this works. I had to cut quite a bit out, but I don't think it hurt cutting out. You know, you can see that we have to do the heads and the arms and the bodies. Now we're making a Santa hat for the dad. And we've done this many times before. But it looks like I'm going to trim a little bit first. Let's trim around. And we're going to add his hat. Now on these ornaments, the names go on their bellies. And we won't be writing anything on the hat. Unless you want to, of course. All right, now we're going to do the green garland using the garlic press. And here I jumped ahead too, so you didn't have to see me squeezing all those out. And it did cut out a few seconds from the video, so I could get it under the 15 minutes. So if you're going to follow me doing the video, then just pause it and do those steps and then continue along. But you know, it's always good to watch a video all the way through before you start an ornament, because that way you kind of know what to expect as you're doing it. I probably could have cut a little bit of this out, but you need to press on that garland to make sure it sticks on, that it has a bond. You don't want it falling off. Put a little bit in there. This was a very, very popular ornament when I did the craft shows. And now we've already done this ornament with just the couple. And this is the family size version. Now I'm going to trim around. And I'm going to do the brim of the hat. There we go. Bend it down and do the ball of the hat. Now we have to do the ears for the mom. And do them the same way you did for the children. Make that little indentation. There you go. And now these are going to be their, I don't know, do you call them snouts? Or is that just for pigs? I don't know. But that goes on their face. There we go. This is so different for me recording this on an iPad. Look how good the back looks. You can always write, if you give this as a gift, you can write a note on the back. Quite nice. You put the hook in before we continue. And we're going to give the mom a bow in her head, in her hair or her fur or whatever on top of her head. Here we go. And you can just watch, because if you follow along, I don't need to tell you to put every little thing on. You can see what I'm doing. Yes, I made this, I think I said that already. I made this back in June, and I am doing the voiceover in, I guess today is August 10th. So it's been a while since I made this ornament. And now instead of putting that white little part there, you could also put a large star there to put the year into. Of course, you can add your own touches whichever way you want to do it. You don't have to do it exactly the way I'm doing it. Now we're doing our candy cane rope. And that will be decorating the garland. I hope you're all doing well out there. This pandemic is so scary. I hope you're all doing okay. Be sure to wear your mask when you go out. Very, very important. I have a little bit of a sore throat, but I think it's because I have an ear infection. I am so prone to ear infections, I don't know why. You would think I'm a little 2-year-old kid, as many ear infections as I get. But that seems to give me sore throats and makes me cough. And it's all from the ears. It was explained to me, but I don't remember. That's what happens when you get old. You don't remember. Now that's a Kemper cutter. You can get them in most craft stores and online. They're very nice to have when you do polymer clay. come in very, very handy. Now we're going to make the little hearts. Now, when I first started doing these, I would write the name next to the heart, but don't do that. Learn from me, because when you have a long name, you won't be able to fit that in. So when you do the names on the bellies, do it below the hearts. And you may want to practice doing these little pieces because it can be difficult sometimes, especially if your clay is a little too soft. I like my clay on the softer side, but not too soft. When it gets too soft, it's, oh gosh, it's a real pain in the neck. And now we have to do their little black noses. Many times I would just paint the nose on, but later I decided I was just going to add the noses with the clay noses. I mean, either way is okay. And now as far as the mouth, you can paint the mouth on or you can do it with the needle tool. Sometimes on these I prefer to paint them on because they stand out a little better. Now, of course, as far as the color of the bears, you can do your bears any color you want. And these are more like teddy bears than actual real looking bears. And here we go. We're going to blush before we bake. And of course, bake according to the instructions on your package of clay. Oh, I put a lot of blush on them, didn't I? Oh my goodness. That's all right. And put a little blush in the ears too. And maybe a pinch at the bottom of their bellies. I don't know if I did that. We'll see. Like I said, it's been a few months since I made this video. Yeah, a little bit there. And we're going to paint on the eyes. I always prefer painting the eyes. And they are done. And there they are, painted with my niece and her husband and their children on there. And I'll see you later.